Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Go get a praise on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, BARAK YAHAWAH, BARAK YAHAWASHI, call name La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and praise on glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And of course, in the bar says about the great middle son, teach you well. And then the main topic of the lesson is Babylon is fallen. No? It's fallen, man. The main reason why it's fallen because only they're losing this war. No, right now to little old Iran, they're losing this war, man. They're getting beat up. Now they're getting their ass handed to by little old Iran. Well, now they had to do this another fake ass peace deal. No, I don't know how many of these they did. Like the sixth one they didn't. With a little fake ass peace deal saying, "Oh no, we got a peace deal." Now they're saying it's gonna happen today or tomorrow or some shit. Oh, we gotta have a peace deal, man. Come on, man. The main reason why they're trying to get a peace deal is because they're losing. They're running out of missiles, as you can see right here. And they're running out of missiles, they're running out of weaponry, munitions. They're running low. So they need a peace deal. Or they need something, they need something to get the heat off their ass because they're losing, man. And soon enough, they're going to have to deploy troops. Now, they're going to need to deploy troops in there, man. It's going to be the only way because the missiles ain't working. It's not working. But let me rewind. Here's the title of the video. See it right there. But let's go into it.
Come online to the United States in production is 2027. So we will have to wait a full assault before the war, allowing accurate strikes from a safe distance. The U.S. supplied weapons have...
The hell happened? Oh, damn it, hold up. Salakia. Oh, damn you.
Currently are asking...
Low when you can hear it.
United States for more of them. However, as we now know, virtually all of them have been used. According to this reporting, Crystal, Reuters says that CENTCOM actually used all of the missiles that they had in their domain and have had to draw down, as we saw previously with the THAADs and others from virtually all the other theaters around the world. The next time that the PRISM missile, which is replacing the ATHAM missile, will come online to the United States in production is 2027. So we will have to wait a full year before new ones will begin to enter the arsenal. This is honestly, look, we knew it was bad. Didn't know it was this bad. They also, actually, I just want to say, it's not just these land missiles that are vitally important for the United States. It's the Tomahawk supplies as well, something that has not been covered nearly as much because we do have more of them. But approximately 50% have now been used in the war with Iran. Again, it takes years in order to just make even a few dozen or so of these things from a single factory here in Arizona, just to demonstrate the billions of dollars that have now been expended in terms of the munitions in this war and the trade-offs that will be needed. Last thing that I do think is so vitally important and also shows the strategic problem that we face is that they note inside of this U.S. government assessment that the reason why that we're running so low on these weapons and we've been so heavily reliant on them is we did not want to risk manned pilots dropping many of those other types of munitions over Iran out of fear that they would get shot down, which means that the United States does not have the total air supremacy over Iran and that they remain afraid that we would have more shoot downs as we saw in the final days of the war before the full-scale war before the ceasefire broke out. So overall, a vitally dire position for the United States to be in. Can't emphasize enough how important these missiles obviously were in the course of the war and in terms of the war plans for all of the other different theaters, including Russia and China. So the number one determining factor, it appears, as to whether the United States even can resume a full-scale all-out war against Iran, even if it wanted to, just 5 months is all it took to basically expend most of them. absolutely insane. And as people have been covering this for years at this point, it is shocking just how bad the situation is. I mean, what can you even say about this? Where does all the money go? What have you people spent all of our tax dollars on? I mean, we fund the Pentagon more and more and more every single year, whether it's a Democratic or Republican administration. The last time we had any sort of cuts was actually under Obama with that sequestration deal with the Republicans. Outside of that, the line just continues to go up. Pete Hegseth is demanding $1.5 trillion. What is the money going to? Complete insanity. So to your point, look, what we did in the initial round of the wars, we used a lot of these precision long-range weapons. Why? Because our planes kept mysteriously falling out of the sky. Remember those claims in the early days that there were like 3 fighter jets that were down by friendly fire? Yeah, I'm sure we all believe that one. And
Yeah. No, because this place is coming out with the bullshit. This place being aired out, man. They're losing, man. They're losing badly, but that's essentially the main point. A little clip, fair use, by the way. I didn't say it first. If I didn't say it, fair use, by the way. But anyway, main point is that Babylon losing its pomp, its esteem. No, because previously, beforehand, it's Babylon looking like the tough guy in the block. It had that hegemony. It had that power. Supposed power. It was a paper tiger. It looked cool on the outside. It looked dangerous, fierce. Oh, we got this great, outstanding military strength and power and all that stuff. But now, they're getting their ass whooped by little old Iran. Little old Iran putting their ass against the wall and shit, man. Because then 5 whole months, this war started, and they haven't made no progress. No progress has been made in that war. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed. The quote-unquote nuclear power they're trying to get is still on the table. Their missile supply is still very powerful, still very much in production. They got a lot of drones, and they're still stable. The leader is still there. The leadership is still there. So this is just a big failure for Babylon, but the Lord is doing this mainly to draw in these nations to World War III. As we can see, now you got Ukraine trying to get in there with Iran. They're trying to combine these wars to one big world war. They're trying to say the global war, which is really just a world war. World War III. That's what it is. They try to put a different title. Oh, it's just a global war. Just you wait till China gets involved. When China gets involved now, it's just straight up World War III. Which they will. This is Isaiah 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. And the golden city, which is Babylon, America, has ceased, man. It's falling apart, man. From the inside out. And on a global scale, this shit is losing power, man. It's losing that influence it had across the world. Because the people of the world, they used to look up to America, say it's the gold standard country of the world. They don't want to go to America no more. These people don't want to travel here. They don't want to live here. The quality of life shit, the food shit is unattractive. It's unappealing to their eyes, so people don't want to be here no more. And in terms of military, now they're losing its strength. It's losing its strength. It's losing its supposed power that it had over the world. Because Scripture calls it the hammer of the earth, which it was, but now it's in fact, let me get that right now. In Jeremiah 50, is it 50 or 51? In Jeremiah 50 and 23, here we go. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become the desolation among the nations? So the Lord destroying the hammer of the earth, man. The power of this world, man. The Lord bringing this shit apart, man. From top to bottom. The Lord bringing this shit apart, man. And on a military aspect, Lord bringing apart the military. They had to goddamn bring in testosterone. You had to get the military trying to take testosterone pills now. because they're low on testosterone. They ain't man enough. No? Because these Babylonians are effeminate, man. So even their military is effeminate, man. They're trying to get them to take this, the testosterone pills and shit. No, because they weak. They weak sauce, man. No, so the ham of the earth is broken apart, man. They're broken asunder, man. Yahawah have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, man. So they're losing their power. Their carnal military power, they're losing it, man. Now, because now they're coming weak as the other nations. In fact, it says something along those lines in this chapter. Now, I may get that well one. But anywho, he who has smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. Because only, this nation is in a constant state of warfare across the planet, man, for decades. Really, since his inception, it's been in a constant state of warfare. I believe it said like 96% of the time, this country had been in a state of war. No? So it's constantly been a war against these nations, constantly causing all sorts of death and violence. But now it's starting to lose its shit, really since Vietnam. Since Vietnam, America has been losing its shit. Losing its supposed power. They've been losing its shit, man, losing that steam ever since. Because it lost Vietnam, it didn't win. No, they had to retreat. No, they had to give up. Because they most certainly didn't win. Those Vietnamese whooped their ass. Then you got the war in Iraq. No, they didn't win that. War in Afghanistan. Didn't win that. They had to retreat. No. Bombing in Libya. Libya's still around. Well, really what they did was just place a rulership over there. No. Replace, did a coup, basically. No. Inserted their own, what's it called? Puppet? Something along the lines of a puppet. No. They basically put in their own puppet into that regime in Libya. To calm them down. No. But other than that, they've been losing. They've been losing for a long time, man. No. Making no waves, man. But hey, that's only it goes to show you this place is losing its power, man. It's broken. No? Sorry, no, let's skip down to verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at that coming, which is talking about the grave. No? It stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Are you coming down to our level? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thy noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. So they got to become down to a base estate. Well, that's with these elites, these top bacon fans, because they're the real ones in charge. They're the real ones over America. No? But they got to be brought down to a piss poor state, man. No, that's why the nation got to say, you become a weak as we? No? You became a weak as we, man? And on a side note, I'm not talking about Satan. It's on a side note because, first and foremost, the Satan is some stupid shit. I don't fucking know. These Christians are whack. Anyway, but if before Adam or whatever came to be, this was supposedly talking about Satan falling from heaven, some stupid ass shit like that. Now who are these dead people? Now who are these dead people looking, the kings of the world ruling, who ruled the world, looking at this dude coming down? No, because apparently they say before Adam, during the creation, that Satan rebelled and then you had to get kicked out of heaven and put into hell. Now who the hell are these other guys down there? See, these dudes are bugged out, man. These Christians are bugged out. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They have no clue at all. Now they complete. Look, they're talking about the elites. The king of Babylon, or the elites, the top banking families. They're the king of Babylon. Same thing was Ezekiel 28, king of Tyrus. Which is talking about also the elites of Esau, the Edomites. See, that's a whole another lesson, because it goes into reincarnation with Ezekiel 28. Going to reincarnation, because that, this devil, these Edomites are back there in the garden. They were the serpent, because they are the serpent. You read about it in Revelation 20, the old serpent. Now, that's his devil, man, because they're the same people coming back again in the same spirit. But that's a whole another lesson. But I gave you the clip notes right there. A little one you're edified by it. Maybe you go into it on your own. Because we did videos on it. You can probably find it. You probably look it up. About Ezekiel 28. I'm thinking of one right now. But it should be that hard to find. But anyway, how would thou fall from heaven, O Lucifer, son of morning? How would thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Because this devil weakened the nations, man. They weaken the people of the world, man. They fill it with all sorts of goddamn filthy ass idolatry and goddamn Moism, freakism. That bottom will do us our will spirit. The last of days go mindset of being, trying to be an influencer. That pride, man. Everyone wants to be an influencer. Everyone wants to be the top dog. Self-indulgence, self-lovers of their own selves, as Scripture says. That's what affected the world, and that ideology about loving yourself and shit. That came from Babylon the Great, man. They didn't come from Russia. They didn't come from China. They didn't come from Africa. They came from Esau, Edom, mainly over here in America. They're the main ones pushing that filthy ass ideology. And it took the world by storm. That's why you have all these clowns out here nowadays, man. Self-indulgent clowns. You can't tell them nothing. They're completely bugged out individuals, man. Doing the stupidest of things. Especially Jake. But really all of these, younger generation, man. They're a stupid generation. They don't know nothing, man. That's why, Lord, you got to clean them off the map. They're just fuel for the fire. That's all they are. Fuel for the fire. They don't know shit. They're too stupid to know shit. They're just dumb, man. They're just dumb. Low level. That's essentially the main point. Below and edified. Go again, praise on glorification to YAHAWASHI, QADASH, and Shalom.